Okay, the time is 11:11 a.m. January 15th, 2025. I slept more. From about whatever time it was I put up the last testimony in a half an hour time range. I slept all the way up until 10:45 a.m. I slept even more. I know I can sleep. I could sleep like all day, all night, and just keep sleeping. So regardless if you get 6 hours of sleep, if you feel like I do, after being through this kind of hostage terror cell situation, I probably sleep when I finally get out of here. About a week straight. Just sleep, come out, eat a frozen pizza. I hope I'm not all alone, but I have to expect to always be by myself, never ever anyone telling me a thing, and just somehow crawl out of here by myself and go sit somewhere else by myself and recover all alone by myself, just always all alone. Well, the next fucking dildos in the White House on the TV endlessly, on the TV, every day on the TV. Just a new group of felony terrorists. That's what their charges are, is felony terrorism, treason. This is really serious, capital crime treason. They sit there on the TV, never being arrested, after they fucking nearly did me in the house, and I crawled out all by myself and left all alone and sat by myself afterwards all alone. And the cops are always still like stalking, wanting to knock wherever I go, saying they have concerns. There are some good police in the United States, but I'm over that. I'm over trying to explain that. There's hardly any. I'm just fucking completely over all of this. The terrorists here, the terrorist cell has caused me to have an early period. It's the chemical weapons, undoubtedly. But I'm going to go to the doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor here in their infestation town. What am I going to go do? Go see a North African Muslim doctor who's into Sharia law, just like the MedStar hospital? And then there's like a gang of olive-skinned Arabic doctors there. Am I going to do that? Or am I going to go see a white nationalist doctor here who's going to tell me all of them, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. And if there's anything wrong with me, it's all my fault. My fault. Nothing to do with anything that happened to me in this house. This house is all my imagination. In fact, they'll probably say at the doctor's office they have concerns and send the cops to arrest me there for mental health issues. Well, I'm just there to see why my period is about a week or two early. Anyways, so they're causing fucking physical injury here. Their poisonous gases undoubtedly are, okay? And I would logically want to get away from the area where they are infested. These are white and Muslim terrorists, and it's clear as day they have infested the area. They run the cops. They have a huge influence over the federal law enforcement. They have their little U.S. military working for them. You can see with this guy that's from TV. He's from the TV, and now he's going to take over the Pentagon as the main acting head honcho. He's from the TV. He's on the TV again today. And he's going to run the Pentagon. What do you think? With hair and makeup and from the TV. What do you fucking think he's going to do? There's a lot of charges, like serious felony charges for the individuals at Fox. And he's one of them. But I'm not allowed to talk about that because it would actually get in the way of their arrest at some point in my life. I'd like to see that. Okay? And so while I'm still living and breathing and having minor injuries from chemical weapons poisoning, come on, baby, give him his bed back. I know. Give him his bed back. Well, I'm still, most part, really doing physically well. I'd like to not get in the way of the felony terrorists at Fox News who now think they're taking over the government. It's just the same crowd. They all work for the Middle Eastern terrorists out of Saudi Arabia. They do everything these fucking ragheads tell them. They believe that they're going to get richer and richer And they're not. What they've done is caused an economic catastrophe soon to come with Wall Street and global finance. They've caused a global crisis. Look at them. Look at Bezos. Look at Zuckerberg. Just look. You don't even have to analyze. They're tweakers. They've been doing speed so long, it's obvious. And then you left these people to finagle with your freaking finance. Treasury Department, Wall Street, it's all the alphabet letters that symbolize trade. And you left them in your brokerage departments to fucking do speed and embezzle and engage in espionage and Ponzi schemes. That's what they're all about. They brought crypto into our they legitimized crypto. When that happens, do you understand what's going to happen to the US dollar? We're walking on borrowed time. If anyone's wondering, I'm heating up soup. And I cut pickles and cheese, okay? I'm not fucking critically injured in here, but they have caused injury. Oh, without a doubt. And I do need to go to the doctor. So that's what they've accomplished. So they're going to rely, I changed topics. They're going to rely on their criminal felony doctors in this town that are infested in this town to basically seize and overthrow the government. It's the basic idea here. They want to put the Saudi Arabia and ISIS, they want to run the ISIS flag down the street. So basically, they're going to rely on these doctors to tell me it's all my fault. Any injuries I walk in there with, it's my fault. I did this to myself. There's nothing happening. It's not from the house. It's not from anything I clearly know it's from at all. Or they'll just fabricate something because I didn't go to college for medical sciences. They'll just fabricate something and I'll have to believe them because you trust doctors. You can't trust them here. The doctors here are all involved with like heavy terrorism. I've witnessed that with the veterinarians. They're just packed in. It's their little town here. It's really fucking creepy. They absolutely hate me. I can't go to the vet, the grocery store, anywhere without being just stared down to the point where I want to cry. I just want to cry. I emotionally want to cry. Do you understand how bad it is here? I'm tired of these people being so militant. And everywhere I go, even to take my garbage out, they just want to pound me onto the sidewalk. It makes a person fucking so tired of it. I just want to get out of here. I have not a penny to my name. I'm accruing injuries in here. If it keeps up with the injuries, I need to go get a physical and go see why. It has to do with the abdomen. They've stressed my ovaries so bad. Yeah. I have to go now and see if I'm infertile. Before, when I came in here, I was not infertile. But it's a game changer when you go through this much constant fucking chemical gas. I've lost so much hair. It comes out by the gobs. But the doctors here will say to me, no, it's your fault that you're losing hair. They'll tell you a fantastical story. Everything's just your fault. It's nothing to do with this house. Nothing to do with the chemical exposure. No, there is none of that. In fact, I'm delusional for saying that, and then they'll call the cops and just have them arrest me right there at the family clinic. I'll be arrested by the DCPD at the family clinic just for getting a fucking physical. No, my guidance in prayer is absolutely do not go see a doctor here. Please don't. It's strong. My guidance is just forget it. Don't fucking bother. You're not that sick. But I'm scared, you know what they're doing to my body. And I kept saying that every time I was going to the bathroom. They're causing physical injury. Other things happen when I'm in that much of intense diarrhea 12 times a day. And you hear these sons of bitches. You hear them raging while they're poisoning me, but I'm forbidden from talking about it. So I have accrued injuries, and so I guess I'll just go. I'll find a doctor someday somewhere. I hope my injuries aren't so bad and pervasive that I am forced to go to a doctor here. I do believe the doctor will, definitely. It's not a question of if they will, it's how they do it. I do believe the doctor will here lied to me about how I got sick, but it's an easily resolved to a prescription pill. It's just something very simple. It's not a crisis, and I'll take that, but I'll never know, and the doctor will have done a good job for those terrorists and covered it up once again, just like the city courthouse. Don't forget our trip to the city courthouse, my friends, what that was all about. We were talking to felony freaking organized crime members that should have been investigated and arrested for felony this and felony that. Felonies. And no, they're in there prosecuting me. Yeah. I was being prosecuted. So this is all, you get it now. Just think of that court date. Think of what happened there. Think of the fact that those people were even on the computer screen. And I still can't talk about the court date. I saw it all and heard it all in there. I can't talk about it while I'm in this property, and I'm still in the property. I'm still here, still being poisoned. Now I'm gaining injuries. I'm getting injury after injury directly from the chemical gas. Directly from it. I'm still in here with not a penny to my name, can't get out, no one will help me, no one talks to me. I'm just sitting here by myself. Nothing has changed. No, I said it wouldn't. I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked and I will be on my knees. I will be stunned and shocked and on my knees praising God the day anything ever changes. Until then, we have these fucking mobsters who got rich selling deodorant. They made a store on the internet, got rich, and started buying all this stuff because the mob got involved with them. The Arabic organized crime got involved with them, inflated their wallet, inflated their bank account, and then after a long enough time took over their business. All right? And then this other Zuckerberg, the one from Facebook, we all know about that one. Just let me just say this one word. Hawaii. Where am I always? Hawaii. What two letters always come up on my locations? Hawaii. HW. So he's going to fly to and back from Hawaii. The fact that they fly around like this is astounding. Zuckerberg, Netanyahu, this is Arabic organized crime. They are Jewish Americans. They're heavily involved with organized crime. Heavily, they are. They're like the antithesis of it. The white collar crime aspect. They do anything they're told by the Arabic thugs out of the Middle East who run the drug smuggling, human smuggling, name it. They do anything they're told because all that money's too good. They're criminal thugs and they have all this money, right? But they've made our finance in America so bad that we're going to cause throughout the world a global economic crisis because of our US dollar GDP. We started legitimizing crypto and events and incidents like that. I can't recall words. I can't recall when my last period was. I can't fucking remember. No, I'm too injured. But I know it's really early. It shouldn't be this early. I know these assholes are fucking up my ovaries, my abdomen, my bladder. They're fucking everything up. I know that. I know it's from the poisonous gas. I know I can't see a doctor. If I do, it's going to be a whole bunch of caca. But at least I'll get my prescription pill. I know I'm not so injured that I'm too worried. It just never ends. So I'm going to report that. But I also need to report that they have been doing construction in the backyard. They're not stopping. So when I woke up at 10:45, I had my sound machine going. I have my eye mask on. I mean, you gotta, do that to get any sleep here. And so, like, obviously there's construction when you wake up, dude. And I turned off the sound machine to see what was happening. And it was nothing but blasting EMS sirens and construction. So I quickly put the sound machine back on to keep my sanity because I had just woken up. I had taken this eye mask off of my face, and then I'm inundated and overwhelmed with sirens and construction the second I turned that sound machine off. And so I turned it back on. I blinked my eyes and I said, oh my God. And so they've been setting up their shop. It's 1505, 1503 is this two series of houses. I'm strongly convinced that they are manufacturing those chemical gases there. But anything they do there is going to be with the human organ harvesting, which we know they cannibalized. They just did this morning. I documented and reported that. There's dead bodies and you hear it, and I don't and cannot talk about the combat. Okay, this is what really pisses me off, because I witness it from A to Z, my friends. I'm in here witnessing A to Z, but I can only report like letter F. Everybody's missing A and there's no conclusion, there's no Z. So I don't personally appreciate going on the internet like that, but I have no choice. All right, so, but they're back. They never leave. This is their big job. They're big time. They're supported by Saudi Arabia and by Donald Trump and Joe Biden. The fucking White House is going to pardon us, man. Whatever we do and whatever we want to do over here with our dead organ harvesters and our chemical this and our chemical that, we're going to do it loud and proud. And they're back with all their machines back in their yards doing construction. Sirens are screaming. This shit will never fucking stop. And I'm just gaining injuries in here, getting sick, getting beat down, sleeping on a chair, all alone every day, all alone with about $5 to my name. I got about $5 to my name. I have no hope or any hope in the world that I will ever have more than $5 to my name. And don't forget, we got one view. I got one view. Adios.